Man, we're good. So I'm gonna pull it up on here too to make sure we're good.
Cool.
But we should be pretty much good to go. Guys, welcome back. Workplay Obsession, Life and Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know what episode we're on, otherwise I would say that. But so yeah, starting off, guys, for returning guests, thank you for dialing in again. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back. For those of you new to the stream, welcome. You can check out our previous episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, all that other stuff, man. Android, Google Play. Check out our YouTube page, Workplay Obsession, and you can also check out our page on Instagram, Workplay Obsession. All right. This episode today, guys, is brought to you by Trap BJJ, live video instruction taught by world-class black belts from all around the world. So, guys, this is something you can have on your iPod, your phone, whatever. Take it with you. iPod. Do people even use iPods anymore? Put on your phone, take it with you anywhere you want to go, and watch it there free. And watch it there free with your subscription, guys. So check it out if you haven't been there yet. So today I'm at the 1 year anniversary party for 301 MMA, State Route 3. I guess Route 3, Gambrills, Maryland. All right, I'm here. So in honor of the anniversary, guys, I saw the announcements on Facebook. I think you had on Instagram as well. So I called up my man Dave Hill here. I said, hey, why don't I come by? Why don't we do an interview, push it out on Facebook? So for the people that can't make it, they can kind of see what's going on, put out some information about the school, what's going on, how the first year has been, and then the people that are here, and then also for the guys that are driving on their way here, they can kind of see we're set up, we're ready to go. Dave's been cleaning all morning long. I walked in, he's cleaning like maid service, everything, and so we're good to go. So less than 24 hours, I called him yesterday. He's like, yeah, man, come on by. Door's always open. So that was good. So Dave, welcome to the show, first of all.
Thanks for having me.
As we get started. I appreciate you having me in. Let's start with allow you to introduce yourself, tell people a little bit about yourself, and where you got started and why.
Cool. Yeah, guys, so I'm the owner of 301 MMA. We opened up 1 year ago to this date, and the first year has been amazing, man.
Yeah.
So many good experiences, so... yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks
So tell them about your personal start. So we'll get into how the gym got started and where you
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
man. So
jiu-jitsu, MMA. Give us everything, man. Don't hold back. It's
yeah.
like
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I originally started training jiu-jitsu just for MMA purposes.
Okay.
And I like the self-defense aspect of jiu-jitsu. So, and then I've only been training. This is actually my jiu-jitsu anniversary too. So I started jiu-jitsu.
Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah, I think maybe I started something early February 3 years ago. So, man, I remember my first class, and
yeah,
every day since I've been on the mat. So every day since my first day of training.
No, I see that sometimes. I see I'll log in. I'm like, man, you're in your third class for the day.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at my desk, and then I go out to my phone and check. I'm like, man, third class of the day, and I'm behind a keyboard.
Yeah,
haven't trained yet today. That's great. I mean,
yeah.
It's fortunate,
Yeah,
so it's
sure.
really good.
For sure.
So now I know you've done a lot of MMA fights as well.
Yeah.
So where does your passion still lie? Is it more on the jiu-jitsu side or more on the MMA
Man,
side?
I would say
or?
right now, I had a string of cancellations.
Okay.
It's funny because I had 3 fights in a row that canceled, backed out, all after the weigh-ins. So I already cut weight.
Yeah. You put in all the work.
Man,
yeah.
it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna do some jiu-jitsu tournaments because I know I'll get, people can't back on a bracket,
Right.
So, and then I just fell. I wasn't really into too much sport jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
With IBJJF and then different points tournaments. But
Right.
man, now I definitely my goal is to be a black belt world champion.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, I've been training very hard, man. Very motivated now. So.
No, that's great. I mean, that's what you have to do, right? You set a goal and then you point everything in that direction.
For sure.
And kind of guide you
100%.
through. So let's go back to the school a little bit. Tell us about the origin of the school. So what made you, let's rewind a year ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Probably more than that because I know you don't open a school overnight. But what made you say, you know what, this is it. I'm opening up a school. Let's go. Let's do it.
Man, it happened quick. It wasn't overnight, but man, I always wanted to open up my own gym. I used to be into personal training.
Okay.
And strength and conditioning. So I always wanted to open up a gym. And then when I started training martial arts, I was like, man, I got to open up a martial arts studio, So it's kind of crazy how it happened. Actually, so our anniversary it's today. Maybe 3 weeks before this, the gym that I was originally training at closed.
Okay.
No notice. And so we didn't have a place to train. I told you I trained every day. So I'm like, man, I got to get this thing going. Like, I knew this was the time, like, because, the gym closed. Everybody, wanted to train. Our old gym is maybe like 3 miles down the street. Okay. So I was like, man, if I'm going to make it happen, like, it's got to be now.
It's got to be now, yeah.
So,
so you provided that opportunity. And you ran with it. You saw the door open, and you're like, I'm going through.
Yeah.
So, no, that's great. Going back a step, so you said, are you still offering personal training here at 301 MMA?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do a little bit of everything. We do fitness boxing. We have boxing for people that want to do like amateur fighting. Our jiu-jitsu program is growing fast. We got a lot of competitors in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but we have also a lot of like general population where people just like to come work out. They might not like the big Gold's Gym,
right?
Especially now, man, it's packed at like those big, global gyms. So,
well, it's still February, right? It's just early February,
yeah,
so we still got New Year's resolutions. They're still in there. They got about a week or two left, and they'll move along
for sure.
So you just mentioned that the other gym you were at was down the street. So I was going to ask you. I'll still ask you why here, and why 301 MMA as far as the name.
So the name came from basically the location and the area code of the area, because I feel like our gym is so close knit, and you want to really have that. It just kind of embody the community vibe. So, So what'd you ask about? I forgot your second.
Why here? But you just said it. You said you were basically down the road.
Yeah, down the road. So it wasn't like we could keep the same core guys. So it just happened perfectly. I looked at a few different locations, but it's just like a puzzle piece. Everything fit together perfectly. So
it's interesting. You mentioned the gym closing down. You saw the opportunity. You opened one up. 301 community, and then providing the location for people who trained at the other gym to come over here as well. It's not the first. What's the interesting thing about the jiu-jitsu community? It's not the first time I've heard a similar story. Without naming names of locations, there was another gym that closed down for unfortunate reasons, and then one of the students from there opened up a gym, and then he essentially said, hey, everyone who trained at the other gym that closed down, you can train here for free until you find a new location.
Nice.
So it's that once again, just going back to the sense of community, which is one of those underlying themes of jiu-jitsu that you don't hear a lot about. You hear about the cat fighting, gi and no gi, leg locks, and passing guard. Like, you hear about that, but you don't hear about the good news stories. So it's commendable to hear, hey, the gym closed. I wanted to have a place. I wanted to offer a place for the guys to come and train. So I think that's great. How many instructors do you guys have here?
So our head instructor, Ataiz, is actually in Brazil. He'll be back, I believe, next month.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be back next month. So right now it's Ataiz. I teach most of the classes.
Yep.
Peter Petty's, he does all the striking classes here. But for the most part, it's us. We have a lot of like blue belts that help out with the assistant teaching. They're doing awesome. So it's cool, like, for me, like, not just being a competitor, but also teaching. And
teaching, man, that's where you find the little details, and you're like, oh.
It helps me so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard that multiple times from different people. They said, hey, teaching is what will bring you to that next level.
See the mistakes that people are making. And
or it makes you go back and research. It's like, man, that student, I was talking to my head instructor, actually, it might have been yesterday or the day before, and he was like, sometimes you get a brand new guy that'll come in, and he's like, well, why do you do that? And he's never heard someone ask that question before. And it's like, man, I have to go back now and figure it out. Why do I do that?
We have, like, majority of our students are white and blue belts, so it really helps me, like, just like get super good at like fundamental stuff.
No, that's excellent. So would you say that you guys have a particular style here? Would you say so? When I say that, I mean like. Some schools are known, all their guys will pull guard and berimbolo. Some schools are, hey, all this guy, he's going to do a judo throw and then pass your guard. Do you think you guys have
Nah, not right now. I think we're still young, so it's cool just to see everybody growing.
Right.
And, man, like, I think, it's just crazy to watch people progress. Even rolling with everybody, you can see, like, the progression is crazy to watch. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't think we have like a particular style. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like the holistic approach, but you just know that sometimes you hear, oh, that guy's from Academy ABC. Okay, well, watch out for this.
Yeah,
This is
for
what's
sure,
up,
for
you know.
sure.
And I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen it
Yeah.
before. So as the self-proclaimed Wendy Williams of DMV Jiu-Jitsu, I'm gonna ask you this next question. Yeah, that's my own title that I gave myself.
Wait.
the Wendy Williams of the DMV. I like gossip. I like to run the gossip. So when I get someone on the hot seat, there's at least one gossip question that's going to be somewhere within the interview. So here's my question for you, and you probably already know where I'm going. But did you have any trepidation or any hesitancy opening up a school as a blue belt, and have you seen any backlash from that?
Man, not that I try to stay away from like what people say about me, and I like I said, I'm here every day working every day. It's multiple times I'm training, so it really doesn't matter. But I haven't, honestly. Maybe people talk, but like nothing to myself. So.
Right.
I had no problem opening my school as a blue belt. I talked to a lot of a lot of well-known black belts,
Right.
who opened their schools up as blue belts too, and they gave me some great advice. And man, everybody has been it's been the opposite, honestly. So
no, that's great.
Like,
that's great to hear. But sometimes you hear, whether there's undertones of people say, man, that guy's a blue belt. Why is he opening a school? How's he going to teach people? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, hey,
man, I feel like especially if you have something to offer, like teaching anything, man, you can teach anybody.
So for the budding entrepreneurs out there, someone says, hey, I see this. I'm whatever level, whatever the case may be. I want to open a school. What was the most difficult part of the entire process, in your opinion?
Man, so just like I said, I was more concerned with the timing. I knew it would happen, and like the biggest part obviously is financially, getting like the startup stuff. But man, it's like if you want something to happen, man, you're gonna make it happen. So if anybody wants to do stuff, man, just do it. Like it's you just put the work in. Like you find the opportunities, you find the time, and just make it happen, man.
Right.
I don't really know. Just do it. Like.
So I will say, as someone who spends a decent amount on social media, I will say I think you do a great job. I don't know if you're your own marketing manager. I don't know, but I think you do a great job on social media, putting the school out on Facebook, putting the school out on Instagram. You guys do a good job of capturing training, capturing events, going out to competitions, and making sure that you guys are out there. So, like I said, I don't know if you're doing that on your own, but to people that are trying to get into this industry, or any industry at this point in 2019,
yeah, for sure.
I think that would you agree with that?
Yeah, for sure. I saw a lot of when I was opening up the gym, I got a lot of inspiration from like Art of Jiu-Jitsu,
right.
How they do their marketing and their branding and Atos. And I don't know, a lot of people don't know, but I used to be a visual artist, so I used to paint.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
I just was into like the aesthetics and branding, and so I know how important it is, especially like running a business. So.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So here's a question. So as an experienced MMA fighter, right? And now I know your focus is jiu-jitsu, you said earlier. Do you have any issue with people referring to jiu-jitsu matches as fights? This is something that came up.
Yeah.
You've probably seen it on social media.
I've seen it, yeah. My opinion, man, it's a fight. Like, it's a fight, man. I see a lot of fights, like, man, so it was like, some guy will get in the guy's face and just punch him.
Yeah.
That's not really a fight. That's like you just punch, like you just got knocked out.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, man, it doesn't have to be like punches thrown to be a fight.
No, that's a good point.
I've been in fights and I've been in jiu-jitsu matches, and man, it's the same, man.
Yeah. And you're right. If you think about kids from a kid's aspect that train, and you go to some elementary schools, you will see schoolyard fights or hallway or bathroom or whatever, where there may not be any punches thrown.
Yeah.
For the fear of what the repercussions were. Oh, you guys were just wrestling. Here's in-school suspension. Oh, you were punching this guy. Now you're out of school. So it's a good point. I've seen the argument before. Some were like, that's not a fight. That's a grappling match. That's whatever. So I thought
you could say UFC fights aren't fights because there's a rule set. So.
So,
It's a fight.
2019. You guys have any seminars lined up?
Not yet. Yeah.
If you could have one, your dream seminar,
Man.
who would you bring in? We're not talking cost. We're not talking about anything like that. We're saying, hey, this one guy is gonna show up. Who would that be?
Definitely like the Mendez brothers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people would show up to that. I mean,
Yeah.
Everybody. I haven't found anyone yet that hasn't said, "Oh man, if I was in town,
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm gonna stay home that day." I think everybody would show up for that. That's cool. So, as we begin to wrap up, the most important question for me, and I think it's already answered because I see it sitting over there. I was gonna ask, will there be cake today? So you see that? There will be cake today.
Yeah.
So if you weren't planning on coming, what time are we cutting the cake?
Man, I didn't eat breakfast, so it might be cut soon.
So if you weren't planning to come today, there's cake. There will be cake. Get here. You come in, walk around, maybe roll once, and then just hang out on the side and wait for the cake. I mean, that's not what I'm going to do, but that is an option available to you out there. So I'm looking forward to the event. We've got about 45 minutes or so. I know you guys are working hard on making sure everything's clean and set up for people before they show up, so I don't want to hold you up too much longer. But I do want to close out by giving you an opportunity for any shout outs, free advertising. I don't know if you have sponsors. I don't know if there's any message you want to put out there, but it's all for you.
Not too much. Thanks for having me again.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out the gym, we're on Instagram and Facebook at 301 MMA. Our website is 301mmagym.com. But yeah, we have like a loose affiliation, but everybody's welcome. So if you guys want to come in, it doesn't have to be today. Just shoot us a call, hit me up on Instagram. So that's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank
Yes,
you for
bro.
having me. We're ready for about 45 minutes or so. People show up. It's cold right now, but we'll heat it up.
It's
once we
gonna
get
be
going.
hot in here.
Yeah. So, like Dave said, guys, if you haven't had the opportunity, drop by 301 MMA. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. While you're out there, Work, Play, Obsession, Life and Jiu-Jitsu, Facebook, Instagram. We're on Snapchat too. Not very often, but we are on there. Check us out on YouTube and check out our webpage, our website, workplayobsession.com. Also, guys, Trap BJJ. Video instruction that you can put in your pocket if you carry it on your phone, Android, Apple. You can watch it from your desktop. You can download the videos and take it with you anywhere you want to go. Also, if you don't go by either one of our websites, guys, you can check out our partner affiliated website, DMV Grapplers, on Facebook. There you'll find any upcoming seminars, competitions, and weird little memes and stuff like that. But DMV Grapplers, Workplay Obsession. That's all I got, guys. Until next time, keep grinding. Thanks, man.
Thank you, bro.